Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and welcome to my first ever round canvas, 16 by 16, came from Hobby Lobby, courtesy of my new friend, Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa took me shopping. It was awesome. I'm going to call Vanessa Kringle, because it's almost Christmas. Well, sort of. It's not quite Halloween, actually. So I'm going to start this in as many strange ways as possible, or as many normal ways as possible, but I'm going to start it. And what I want to do is put a wave down, and I want to use my chain to make it, because I've never done that, and I keep thinking about it over and over again. And so I think if I spread some white paint on the sky area to begin with, and use my Oxo omelet turning spatula so I can see all the schmutz that's in my paint and pick it out before it becomes a lump, like that, I'll be better off. I think I'd like to spread this paint down past my horizon line just because I see that thing, and sort of scrape off my spatula. I can't believe this is my first round canvas ever. That's just bizarre. I mean, I've been around a while. So I'm going to start with my sky, and I think I'm just going to go as light and loose as possible and not worry about what's up there in the least. First one way, then the other, because I can always add stuff later, and I can always pull stuff out now. I've got a pair of tweezers I keep finding and putting someplace where I can find them again. For sure, I found them. Cool. So tweezers are nice to have. I recommend them. When you can't use your fingers, tweezers will work. I kind of want a different color blue in that sky, and I think the color that I want is a Bahama blue, and I'm not sure how I'm going to love that in a second, but I'm going to give it a try right now. Ooh, Bahama blue seems to sell, which is neat, because most blues for me do not sell, and it's good to know because I want some cells in my water when I put my chain in here. So if you don't like what you've got on your canvas and you've got a spatula, feel free to scrape with your spatula. Just don't use so much paint that you have huge puddles of it. I recommend less is more and adding some when the time comes. Yeah, I'm just having too much fun with this spreading paint. The spatula is like mesmerizing, to tell you the truth. So what I want to do at the bottom here is just take ever so slightly an amount of the sky color. I'm also going to run my finger right around the edge and see what's there. So I might have a chance at covering some of that. This is cool. I get a 16 by 16 inch or a 16 inch round canvas and a 16 by 16 inch tile, which is funny because obviously that canvas is not what they say it is. But never mind. I'm all good with that. So I don't know. I'm going to have to use an edge catcher, and I guess it's a good thing that I'm only going to do it on the bottom half because I don't know what's going to happen. Wow. Super. I'm going to use the Anita's White Pearl because I like the idea that its opalescent nature or whatever looks kind of water-like. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to do it anyway, and I recommend that's everybody's best way to proceed. And that's definitely my way to proceed. My intention, if I mentioned, I think, is to put chain in there. And if I don't like how it turns out at first, I'll do something else. Don't know how that purple's going to be. I don't know how any of this is going to be, but that's okay. I have no fear. I might want some more white in there for sure. I want every color I can think of for right now. And I don't know why I'm splashing it in there, but it just, not only is it fun, it just seems like a good idea to me, and I'm not sure why that is. So some of that sky color is a good idea. I'm not gonna want to use an edge catcher on this at all. I am gonna want to put some Prussian blue in there, and I think that requires a little bit more of this. So, splatter painting, and we're done. I think I could put the chain in there right now. I'm really tempted to try it. maybe I should do that just because I can. That's the name of my book on the Amazon link, and I've got a nice long chain. So if I were going to do water, starting over here, without tilting, because I really wanted to see what the chain would do with the white, because I'd like to make something that looks like white caps. And I'm not sure how I would do that. I do want something to run over the edge. I said I'd tilt and then I didn't. As I get close to the edge with a pool of paint though, that seems to be, you know, that might turn out to be a good way to get some paint on the edge of the canvas. So I'm just going back and forth, thinking that I can fix my horizon line after and hoping that that's true. I guess we'll find out together. I love having a little bit of excess paint with the chain because that means that I can pull those, I don't know what to call them, those puddles. I can pull those puddles along. I also like to have white in things because that creates some wonderful contrast every time. I wish I put an edge catcher down on my tile, but I'm just going to keep pulling the chain through and letting, I want to start halfway. Can I do this? I think I'm still going to need to tilt, and since we haven't done that, and I'm getting a wicked blend of colors as opposed to what I was hoping for, which was some definition. So I'm just going to pull that right down at the bottom. We're learning. So I'm going to go over here with my long loop of chain and spread it out and see what happens. And let that loop deposit whatever it wants to on the edge. I think no matter what else I do right now, I'm just going to deposit everything that's dripped down on my tile and everything that's dripped down on the edge of the canvas onto the edge of the canvas, the round part. And then I want to switch this around so I have a clean edge on my tile, but I don't think it's time for that now. Alright, that does not look too bad. I can put some more white in there. I'm not sure what I want to do with this over here other than sort of smooth it in. Because it's blues, I mean it's not going to be a problem making it blend with the sky for sure. White will just look like clouds. I will be getting out my tweezers again though. This is definitely playing like I haven't played before. I do want to figure out how to get... Yeah, I like those striations in the sky. Honestly, I do. I'm looking forward to having a few more, so I'm going to just keep stealing paint until I get what I want. Like that. I could probably put a sun in afterwards. As the paint gets gloppy, it's going to be a little more interesting. It occurs to me I could use a balloon roll to create cloud forms if I put white on the balloon. I have a few videos that'll show you how to do that. Well, at least a couple. So, I kind of like what I've got even though it's not what it's supposed to be yet. And I'll show you why. I think that's pretty cool, honestly. And I know that I could do other things, and I think I need to. But I don't want to. So I'm just going to take some white paint. Cross your fingers for me, would you? I'm going to do my loop. Pick it up and put it in my hand. Hey, so maybe it'll just be a stylized wave, you know? And yeah, my hand is handy. Oh, pun intended, totally. Right? Not really. I think this is the perfect place to put my loops. I want to take the paint out of my hand now. I want to decide if something else should go in there, or if I should have another wave. Obviously, I should have another wave. I want some more white in there, but I kind of also like what I have, so it's hard to want to annihilate what I've got, because it's just so cute. And it doesn't look like anybody else's, which makes me really happy. Again, I think I'm going to have to take that paint right off of my hand with the spatula. Put it where? I don't know where. How about right there? And wipe my spatula off. Oh, my rag bucket. It's sitting in the bucket without having been wrung out. Well, I'll just use my pants. So I've got 5 minutes left, and I'll show you guys how far we've come. And I'm not minding that at all, but I think I really want some, I want some white to signify foam, and I don't promise to even throw chain in there. What I want to do, actually, is to find my straw, which I think is probably still drying out, and blow on that and see what happens, because if we get agitated cells, I'll like that. Yeah, I kind of like that too. But it also makes me think of skewers. I don't know. So I'm going to add a few little things here and there. Just compose a little bit. Kind of a simple concept, but maybe just, hey look, that doesn't belong there. I'm going to use a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula if I can find the one I want, which is the number 5 round front. And be ever so gentle. I figure it doesn't matter what striations are in the sky, really, because it could just be sort of a breezy day on the sea. I want to show you guys that, like all of it, and then then I get greedy for a second and I want to work on it, so I'm sorry if I don't get to show you guys right side up. I just love this. You know, I thought I was going to change the water, but really I'm not. I might change those marks that cross over other marks. I can put all kinds of things in here, but whether I want to or not is another question, and I just did it anyway, didn't I? So I guess what I'm going to do about that is steal some paint. I almost forgot about this little wave over here I wanted to work on. The second wave. Come on, stop swimming, swinging. I'm not swimming yet, but oh, I'll tell you what, we're record-breaking heat here today. So this is me being OCD, wanting to paint. Well, it's like this. So that's too cute to do anything to. I want to torch and see what bubbles we, what patterns we release. Ooh, new torch. Gotta be careful. If you torch early enough, you will release patterns in the paint. And I don't always get to it because it's warm and the paint laps up. But I have GAC 800 in my paint so that when I leave it thick, it won't crack. And I have no silicone, and I still want to put some white paint over here. And I kind of want to put something else in there that's different. I might be sorry. I might not be sorry. I know that sky is so plain, but the bottom sort of stands alone. I love it. I really, really love it. So what did I do with my straw? There it is. Okay. So that seems like a good place. maybe to practice what I'm going to do with my next wave, because I had all these ideas in my head about how I would proceed, and any of them seemed to be, you know, they just sort of worked out the way they were supposed to work out without that happening. And I should be really cautious, because I just remembered that I torched. Short memory. And I don't want to glop too much up. But also with the paint a little gloppy, you have a much better chance of making some really intense patterns, especially with the chain. Alright, I've got a little bit of area over here that needs to have, I've got a little fingerprint over here that needs to have some new paint. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of paint right into that. We'll just think that that will represent a cloud. I may have to go back and fix my edges a little bit, but I want to look at them now really quickly, and you might get a turn to look at this too. So I'm going to tell you guys, if you want to help me out, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to help me out more financially, you can shop my Amazon link. Eventually, when enough of you shop there, it adds up to something, and that's really appreciated. Things have gotten pretty interesting here at YouTube, and for a while it was getting pretty tenuous, and I wasn't sure how long I was going to be here. I'm still not sure how long I'm going to be here, so I really appreciate you guys' nice comments and your support. And I'm going to use a little bit of white paint and my finger and just go around the edge, and sort of any accidental, I can't show you that quick, any sort of accidental schmutzy, I got 2 minutes. White and blue is going to look perfect. It's going to blend with the rest of the canvas, and it's not going to make me unhappy at all. So I love you guys. There's over 80,000 of you. There's almost 82,000 of you now. My subscriptions started to come back. And welcome to everybody who's new. And I love you guys, the 80,000 of you and the 82,000 of you. Check out my Facebook for things like Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation, which is a group for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery for fancy collectors, for potentially fancy collectors. I need some of that pink. Oh gosh. Yes, I need a couple of drops of that pink right over in the regular wave, even though it's a little risky. Come on out, just very judiciously. Even though I've already glopped it up, I need those two waves to be cohesive with each other. So you can imagine it's getting on for twilight, and that paint will make other paint moist. Just a little bit, very little bit. So that didn't really hurt anything, I hope. And I'm just spiraling the dull end of that skewer around. Believe me, I contemplate the other end. So that is pretty simple, and I love this. I'm going to be happy to keep it if you don't buy it. I do sell my artwork. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill. There is a place that you can shop my totes, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery totes and more. You can go to shop now and find my Fine Art America pixels.com, where there's all kinds of cool stuff. And my artwork has been posted there since 2013, so there's quite a bit of it. So, I think I said, but I'll say it again, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, asking you to shop my Amazon link. Give me a thumbs up, and look for my book called Because I Can, and expect another one, Volume 2, hopefully, by Christmas 2019. We'll see if that happens. I'm hoping. I'm not sure I should have done that. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Check out the end screens for the month's drawing and the announcements of the prizes on the exhibition video. And look for over 900 videos on my channel. You can find 9 lists of 100 each, and you can find genres and by topic. So check them out. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Can I zoom in? Should I zoom in? Probably not. Well, maybe I should. Okay. I don't know. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.